For everyone who has been waiting for the new Subsidiary Mathematics paper from UNEB, this is the right time to understand what to expect. In this session, we shall examine the structure of Subsidiary Mathematics, discuss the assessment format, and look at the sample paper together with its scoring guide. If there is any question or an item that you like to be explained for in detail, please feel free to leave it in the comment section, and I will gladly address it in future videos. TV is my name, and I welcome you all to TV Mathshub. If you find this content helpful, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with all your friends so that more learners can benefit. So here is the sample paper from UNEB, that is Subsidiary Mathematics. And before we get into this paper, it is important that we understand the structure of this paper according to UNEB. We have already actually discussed about the assessment guide for Subsidiary Mathematics. And in case you missed that video, I will put it in the link so you can check in details what basically we discussed about. So as we have seen in our previous video, we talked about the assessment objectives, and we looked at those 4 assessment objectives. So I will not go into details of that because we have already done that. And we talked about 4 constructs. That was 1, data analysis and probability, that is consisting of these topics. We have algebra consisting of these topics, calculus consisting of these topics, geometry consisting of these topics. We have already talked about this in our assessment guidelines for NCDC. That video is within the description, so please feel free to go through that video. So basically, I want us to look at the structure of the assessment paper. So the assessment paper, there will be 1 assessment paper for Subsidiary Mathematics, and this paper will assess learners who require mathematical skills to support learning in other subjects and real-life applications. The assessment will cover 4 constructs, that is algebra, calculus, geometry, and data analysis and probability. And the paper will consist of 6 items in total. So the paper will be divided into 2 sections, that is section A and section B. Section A will be consisting of 2 constructs, that is geometry and calculus. Then section B will as well be consisting of 2 constructs, that is algebra and data analysis with probability. So section A will contain 2 compulsory items. We shall have 2 compulsory items, and these items will be from geometry and calculus. So those are the 2 items that we expect. However, the allocation will be as for these items here. So item 1 will be from geometry, and the item 2 will be from calculus. So we shall have 2 items, and these items will be compulsory. If I can take you through some of the topics that are in geometry. So in geometry we have vectors and trigonometry. In the calculus we have differentiation, integration, and the differential equations. So those 2 items will be compulsory. Item 1 will be talking about geometry, and item 2 will be talking about calculus. Section B will contain 4 optional items arranged in 2 parts. The first part will be for algebra with 2 items, and the second part will be from data analysis and probability with also 2 items. So the candidates will be required to answer both items in section A. In other words, all the items in section A will be compulsory. And from section B, where we have part 1 and part 2, these parts here have got 2 items in each, and you are supposed to attempt only 1 item from part 1 and 1 item from part 2. So all the items will be scenario based and designed to assess application of mathematical concepts. The duration of the assessment paper will be for 2 hours and 30 minutes. So that is basically what you need to know about the assessment for Subsidiary Mathematics according to what we call the UNEB. So that will be the format that will be followed by all the bodies that will be setting whether you are going to sit for your mock. So expect such arrangement or expect such structure within a subsidiary mathematics. So that is about the structure of the paper, and for that case we can now talk about the sample paper. So this is the sample paper for subsidiary mathematics, and as we have already seen, it will be taking 2 hours and 30 minutes. And as we have again seen, the examination paper will have 2 sections, A and B, with 6 examination items. Section A consists of 2 compulsory items. We have discussed where those items come from. Section B has 2 parts, 1 and 2 each, with 2 optional items. Respond to only 2 items from section B, and that is choosing 1 item from each of the parts 1 and 2. So in total, you are expected to respond to 4 items. You are expected to respond to 4 items, and others are the usual instructions. Okay, so let us look at question item 1, and as we have seen, this is the item from geometry. This is the item from geometry. So this is our item 1. That is our item 1. So I will be giving you the item plus the corresponding scoring guide. So that is our item 1, and here is the guide. So this is the guide for subsidiary mathematics as provided by UNEB. And of course, it is important to know that as you are responding to these tasks, you are expected to correctly identify the relevant concepts to manipulate in response to the task or the tasks that will be in the scenario. You need to select and apply correct methods or a correct method to correctly manipulate the concepts identified. And you need to correctly interpret accurate outputs from correctly identified and manipulated concepts to justify or inform a decision. We have already seen the question for item 1, and this is the required answer for that same item. So you can simply pause the video and you try to look at this item. So that is our item 1, and this is the scoring guide. Please, in case you have any questions, if the item feels a bit complicated for you, simply put it in the comment section. I will be able to gradually look at each of those items in details, such that you are able to understand very well why some of these answers were given the way they are. So that is about item 1, and that will bring us now to item 2. So let us talk about item 2. Here we have item 2. So that is our item 2. So feel free to take the screenshot, and in case you are interested in these documents, please simply give me some call or give me a WhatsApp message on this number here. So this is my number, and you'll be able to get in touch with me in case you need some of these documents. And by the way, don't forget that TV Mathshub educational consultants are here to support your excellence in mathematics education. If you are there and you are struggling with mathematics at any of the levels, please simply give us a call or text me on my WhatsApp number so we can get in touch and see how best I can help you. So we provide a support, for example, one-to-one online learning in mathematics, customized examination papers and marking guides for schools, and that is about O-level, A-level mathematics, A-level subsidiary mathematics, some of the university mathematics courses. And by the way, we as well provide mock examinations. We are actually discussing some of the mock examinations already, so you need to check some of these videos so you can always get ahead of others. So we have continuous assessment tests, revision packages, we have video lessons and examination preparation support. So in case you need some of our sample videos, simply visit our YouTube channel, that is TV Mathshub. And by the way, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. So if you are interested in quality papers, marking guides, and mathematics support for schools, teachers, and students, please simply give us a call. Here are my contacts in case you need to get in touch with me. This is TV, and our videos are sponsored by TV Mathshub Educational Consultants. Basically, they are aiming at empowering minds through mathematics. So let us go through our item 2. So this was our item 2. And item 2, as we have seen, that is from calculus. So that is from calculus. Okay, so from calculus, we have seen what is expected from there. Okay, so here we are, item 2. So this is our item 2. So as you can see, we are talking about the nature of turning points, that is differentiation. So you are looking at all that. So this is what we call a calculus. You can see some part of integration. So this will be our item 2, and that is about calculus. So that is item number 2. So looking at section B, as we have seen, we shall have two parts, part 1 and part 2, with part 1 from algebra, part 2 from data analysis and the probability. So we have part 1 with the first item as item 3. So this is our item 3. So our item 3 goes like that. So from that we shall be able to look at the required, answer to that item. So expect the item to be from algebra. We have seen what algebra consists of, some of the topics, and in case this one is still confusing you, check our previous videos. That is a previous video about the assessment guide that was issued by NCDC. It has all the details. This has simply changed the structure of the paper, but almost all other things are remaining the same. So that is item 3. So it will bring us to item number 4. So this is item 4. Item 4. So feel free to pause the video so you can get the question very well. Okay. So that is item 4. And in case you are finding some of the items a bit complicated for you, don't forget to put it in the comment section so I can start with those ones there. So that is our item 4. And the item 4 will be as well. This is still part of algebra, so nothing much has changed. Okay, so that is item 4. And that is the guide for item 4, as simple as that. So item number 5. Item 5, that is from statistics, data analysis, and probability. So that is part 2 with item 5 and item 6. Okay, so that is item 5. That is item 5. Okay, so that is item 5. We go through the corresponding. Scoring guide. Okay, so that is the guide for that. So we are looking at item 5. Some part of probabilities there. So that is normal probability, binomial probability. So all that is there. Okay, so lastly, we can talk about item number 6. Okay, so that is our item number 6, which will bring us to the end of this paper. So that is the end of this paper. So we can look at the corresponding guide. But we shall be able to look at each of these ones in details. We need to look at each of these in details. So feel free to put in the comment section some of the items that you feel we should be in position to start with, and we'll be able to explain each of these in details. So that is all about our subsidiary mathematics structure. So I hope the structure is clear for you. And in case of any questions, please feel free to put it in the comment section, and I will be able to go through them. So nice time. Let us meet in our next videos. Please don't forget to subscribe, to like, and share this video.